Imagine sitting beside an ancient sacrificial fire. The air is thick with the scent of burning wood and sacred chants. Around you are sages, kings, and seekers, all gathered to hear a story unlike any ever told. Before the great tale of heroes, wars, and destiny begins, something remarkable happens. The storyteller pauses and says, "First, let me tell you what this story contains." This is the Parvas-Saghara Parva, the second section of the Adi Parva of the Mahabharata. It is not a battle, it is not a romance, it is not a dramatic confrontation. Instead, it is a map of the entire epic, a guide that reveals the shape of the vast journey ahead. If you were about to read the longest epic poem in the world, would you prefer to jump straight into the story, or would you like a roadmap first? The sages listening to the Mahabharata faced the same challenge. The epic is enormous, containing hundreds of thousands of verses and countless characters. To help listeners understand what lies ahead, the narrator presents a summary of all the major books, or parvas, of the epic. Think of it like standing at the entrance of a great mountain range. Before beginning the climb, someone points to every peak, valley, and river you will encounter. The journey itself has not yet begun, but you can already sense its grandeur. The Parvas-Saghara tells us that the Mahabharata is divided into 18 major books. Each one reveals a different stage in the rise and fall of the Kuru dynasty. The summary does not merely list them. It hints at their themes, struggles, and lessons. The first book, the Adi Parva, tells of beginnings. Dynasties are born, oaths are sworn, the seeds of future conflict are planted, the heroes of the story enter the world. In great stories, what matters more, the ending or the beginning? Why? Next comes the Sabha Parva. Here, the Pandavas achieve prosperity and power. Yet success often attracts jealousy. A game of dice changes everything. One decision sets in motion events that will eventually lead to war. The summary then points toward the Vana Parva, where exile becomes a time of learning. Stripped of their kingdom, the Pandavas wander through forests, encountering sages, legends, and difficult truths. Sometimes losing everything becomes the beginning of wisdom. Consider your own experiences. Have you ever learned an important lesson during a difficult period rather than during a successful one? The Virata Parva follows. The heroes must live in disguise, hiding their true identities. Their strength remains, but it must remain concealed. This idea appears throughout human history and literature. Great power is not always displayed openly. Sometimes patience is stronger than force. The Udyoga Parva introduces diplomacy. Both sides prepare for conflict, but efforts are still made to avoid war. Messengers travel, alliances form. Final opportunities for peace are offered. If you knew a devastating conflict was approaching, what would you do to prevent it? Allow a moment for reflection. The Parvas-Saghara then turns toward the central event of the epic, the Great War of Kurukshetra. The Bhishma Parva begins the conflict. On the battlefield, warriors face not only enemies but also moral dilemmas. Here appears the famous Bhagavad Gita, where Arjuna and Krishna discuss duty, action, and the meaning of life itself. Imagine standing between two armies, uncertain whether you should fight. What advice would you seek? Pause for audience thoughts. The Drona Parva, Karna Parva, and Shalya Parva continue the war. The conflict grows more intense. Great heroes fall, friendships are tested, promises are fulfilled at terrible cost. The summary reminds listeners that every victory in the Mahabharata comes with a price. There are no easy triumphs. Then comes the Sauptika Parva. The battlefield may be quiet, but violence has not ended. Revenge continues even after the main conflict appears finished. The Strai Parva shifts focus dramatically. The voices of grieving women fill the story. Mothers, wives, and daughters mourn those lost in war. Why do you think the epic dedicates an entire section to grief and mourning after the battles are over? The answer may be that the Mahabharata wants its audience to understand the true cost of conflict. Statistics and victories mean little when compared to human suffering. The Shanti Parva and Anshasana Parva follow. These are among the longest books in the epic. Here, the wounded and aging Bhishma teaches kingship, ethics, justice, and duty. Notice how the story changes. After action comes reflection. After destruction comes wisdom. This pattern appears in our own lives as well. Often the deepest lessons emerge only after major struggles have ended. The Ashvamedika Parva tells of restoration. The kingdom seeks stability after chaos, yet even success cannot erase the memories of war. The Ashramavasika Parva brings another transition. Elder members of the royal family withdraw from worldly life. Power gradually gives way to contemplation. Then comes the Masala Parva. Even the mighty Adeva clan faces destruction. The Parvas-Saghara reminds us that no earthly power lasts forever. Can you think of a kingdom, empire, or organization that seemed permanent but eventually disappeared? The final books, Mahabaratha and Svargarohana, tell of the Pandavas' last journey. Having achieved victory and ruled for many years, they leave behind their kingdom and travel toward the ultimate destination. The epic ends not with conquest but with transcendence. At this point, the Parvas-Saghara has accomplished something extraordinary. Without telling the full story, it has already revealed its structure, themes, and emotional journey, but the summary goes even deeper. It declares that the Mahabharata contains everything that concerns human life: duty, ambition, love, friendship, jealousy, sacrifice, courage, wisdom, and loss. The text famously suggests that what is found here may be found elsewhere, but what is not found here is found nowhere. This is a bold claim. Do you think a single story can truly contain every aspect of human experience? Why or why not? Allow audience reflection. The Parvas-Saghara also emphasizes that the Mahabharata is more than history, it is more than mythology, it is more than philosophy. It combines all these elements into one immense narrative. As listeners hear this overview, anticipation grows. They now know the path ahead. They know heroes will rise and fall. They know kingdoms will flourish and collapse. They know wisdom will emerge from suffering. Yet they do not know exactly how these events will unfold. That mystery pulls them forward, and perhaps that is the greatest achievement of the Parvas-Saghara Parva. It transforms a summary into an invitation. It opens the door to one of humanity's greatest epics and asks a simple question: are you ready to begin the journey?